It's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fantasy Show. Hey, it's a Soul Fantasy Show live for March 7th, 2020. Going over week 5 XFL action for Draftkings and Fanduel. Top picks, plays, and quarterback studs. Running back, wide receiver, even defense. I guess we'll touch on defense. If you already haven't, please subscribe. There's going to be baseball seasons coming up. I'm going to be doing NFL. I do NBA, NHL. I do all 4 major sports. At the moment, those 4 major sports, XFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, is what I do. I do what they have on Draft Dashboard. So, all right, we're going to go over the top plays. Right now off the bat, we have Josh Johnson at 10-5. He's projected 18-3. And right below him, you have Jordan Ta'amu and Luis Perez. Cardell Jones dropping down. He has 2.8% value, 2.8 value, projected 13. Cardell Jones falling to the bottom of the list. And on the very bottom, we got Taylor Cornelius. Now, here's some little XFL news. Let's go over that. So here we go. Nelson set to start in week 5. So there you go. He's a starter, so you might want to have him in your lineup. All right, so let's go over leading quarterback ratings. So we got Josh Johnson, overall 106. Jordan Ta'amu, then right under him, Phil Walker, and then the list goes on and on. All right, let's see the extra point and team leaders for the XFL. All right, here's the extra points leader, the Roughnecks. Then from there you go the Wildcats, Guardians, Renegades, Vipers, Dragons, the Battlehawks, Defenders. There we go, bottom. And all right. So the spread, Roughnecks minus 12.5, total of 46, 2 p.m. Got that game. Dragons at Roughneck, injury report. Dragons are about as healthy as they have been at any point this season. They are without starting wide receiver Carson Williams, his quad injury, defensive tackle Moton, but Williams has yet to suit up this year. Backup cornerback Alton is technically questionable. Key matchups: Roughnecks pass offense versus Dragons pass defense. Roughneck quarterback P.J. Walker is an MVP frontrunner, 63%. Okay, so you're going to attack that game. Let's go over some of the running backs we have here. We have right on top Lance Dunbar, 15 projected, and Dallas, once again, Cameron Payne, 8-2. Then you have Donnell, Matt Jones, Devon Smith, Kristen Michael, James Butler, and you have all the rest of these guys down here that are at the low end that you can put in but are very high risk. So here's our wide receiver for DraftKings. Cam Phillips on top. He's very expensive. Houston wide receiver, 11.5. He will get you 20 fantasy points, but he's very expensive. So keep that in mind when you're spending. You want to spend up on Cam Phillips, or do you want to go Josh Johnson? I personally would spend up on Josh Johnson. Here's a little tidbit here for him. He was a former quarterback for the Washington Redskins, just to keep that in mind. He was something of a fan favorite for the Washington Redskins in recent seasons. Johnson, lead man for the Los Angeles Wildcats, just slammed through the DC defender, throwing for 278 yards and 3 touchdowns. This man is on a mission to get back to the NFL, guys. You're going to play him today. He's the sole stud of the day. All right, let's see the schedule. This XFL. So that was week 1. Let's go down to week 5. We have the Dragons, Roughnecks, Guardians, Renegades, St. Louis Battlehawks, DC Defenders, Vipers, Wildcats. That's your week 5 schedule. All right, let's get these things out of here and go over your wide receivers. Well, we went over Phillips, Kawhi Lewis. All right, here's your top defense. So we're first off the bat is on St. Louis. They're the most expensive. They're almost bearing a $5K. They're projected 11, but For a lot less, you can just throw in the New York Guardians, and they're projected at 10. So I would rather just put in the Guardians and save the money. And then, if you save that money, you can go to Cam Phillips. All right, so let's go over the FanDuel plays. Jordan Ta'amu, Cardell Jones, they are the top price quarterbacks. Right under Josh Johnson. They are higher value, but they cost, Cardell Jones is projected a little bit higher than Josh Johnson, but he's $4 cheaper, okay? Jordan Ta'amu is $1 cheaper. Taylor Cornelius is $18. So I'm firm with Josh Johnson. That's my guy. That's who I'm going with. I don't care. All right, so the running backs for FanDuel, we have Devon Smith projected at $12 for $16. Lance Dunbar. Then right there at $13, you got Donnell Pumphrey. Matt Jones. Once again, Darnus Victor's popping up. Projected 10. He's a very good value play. If you want to not spend 17 or 16, you could either go Pumphrey or Victor, in my opinion. But if you want to get really cheap, you're going Dungeon Harris. So he's projected at 8. He's $11. You can save money there, or you could go Larry Rose if you want to save some money there. Let's go over wide receivers for FanDuel before we get out of here. Cam Lewis, $21. Cam Phillips, $21. Projected 18. So you know where you're saving to get up to him. So if you want to get that 18, you go with those cheaper guys that I discussed. So we have Dan Williams, $17, projected 9.7, and Jalen Tolliver, once again, tag teamed up. We got Dallas all hyped up because because Dak Prescott gave the whole team some Beats headphones, and he was very happy about that. All right, if you already haven't, please subscribe to this channel. And if you like, you can join Patreon. Like a few people have joined. I have an exclusive Patreon. You'll get a lot of value text right to you at 5:30 to 5:45 p.m. right before game time. It's only $1 a month, and you get exclusive access. It's the Soul Fantasy Show.